My name is Alex Shulgach. This is Brendan Justin and Austin Wagner, and we're working on the mobile shuttle tracker. Just out of curiosity, how many of you have used the shuttle tracker online? How many of you have used the mobile website? Have you noticed anything about it? That it works or doesn't work? Yeah, it's horrible. Exactly. So that's why we're doing it. No offense to the web tech group, which we owe a lot of thanks to. More on that later. But all right, we're making a iPhone, an Android, and a website for a mobile shuttle tracker to make a better version of the data that the web tech group gives us.
So your arrival time, does it use complicated arrival time or a simple arrival time tracker? So we will come to that.
Well, yeah, the algorithm we're using right now isn't awesome, but we're working on that. So we want to have.
Yeah. So as Alex said, so we started this because we tried the shuttle tracker website on some of our smartphones and found that it didn't work so well. So we found they're already outputting the information nicely via JSON and KML, so we thought, why don't we make our own version? So, well, some of the points of using the existing shuttle tracker website that they made for a mouse, and it's set to some surprisingly large minimum resolution for the map view. So it gets scaled down on the phone, but everything comes out tiny. So yeah. So we wanted to make a mobile-friendly version of this, and we thought, as long as we're doing this, we would like to some estimate of when the shuttles will be coming to each of the stops. So decided to come up with an algorithm to give at least a rough estimate of when a shuttle will be at a given stop, and to be able to look at when the next shuttle is coming to whichever stop you want to go to.
Well, so the way this all works is we get our data where the shuttles are located from the RPI shuttle website in JSON format. Then we take it into our backend, which sorts it all out and puts it into the MySQL database. Then I do some scripts, run some scripts on it, and output with an API to our Android and iPhone apps, as well as what is right now a pretty basic website. So it shows you all the ETAs. Future upgrades will have the map as well. Maybe a better version. I'm not sure if phones can do a Google Map in JavaScript. Maybe something static. But it's pretty simple. The hardest part about it is calculating ETA, which we're still working on, and we actually know that the web tech group is working on ETAs.
Yeah, Brian Michelski is working on ETA with all the. He has a lot of data with, but continue.
So we can show you what we have so far.
Right, so we have the iPhone version here. Peter has kindly lent us the use of his phone.
Because they don't want to jailbreak it, which is just blasphemy. Right? So it doesn't look bad.
Here we go. So right now, this is what you see when you load up the application. You get the routes are both there. There's red and green, and you select a stop and it displays the name. And the red pins correspond to the shuttles. They're going to be replaced by actual images for shuttles, but a little bit funny loading the way I'm loading images with Google Maps right now.
Is this real time?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, you can see them.
It updates, I think, every 15 seconds, or.
We're getting data from the server every 5 seconds, but I think does the Android version do every 5 seconds?
I do every 5 seconds. Yeah.
And we're also getting. We also have an algorithm that our other group member Ramesh wrote to get which route each shuttle is on, so we can show the shuttles in their specific color, red or green.
I actually have an example of that.
Oh, you have the Android app? All right.
While he's getting that, we just have a simple display of when the shuttles will be arriving at the different stops. Still working on presentation, but you see just now these two at least updated they updated the estimated arrival time from 4:31 to 4:32 for this one at least.
And this is very similar to what the website looks like. The exact same layout. It's got west route times and east route times.
For some reason, it's not working here.
Not working.
Yeah,
So there is a red pin on Hoosick Street. That is the bus has gone out of route, is it?
Well, that's because it's snowing today, and the shuttles are going way out of their way to avoid the certain street. That's another thing we could actually add is different snow routes, because that does happen sometimes. I think that's all we got. So, you have any questions? Or,
Really quick on the, so I think estimated arrival time is actually like a huge use case for this. I think I was talking to someone in IRC about that use case for the app. I think that your arrival time thing looks great. You might want to, I don't know if this is like in your vision of the application, maybe it's not. There's a UI kit control called UI segmented control that lets you have, it's kind of like your tab bar at the bottom, but smaller scale, so you could switch between east and west. Like if I always took the west shuttle, which I do, I'd have to scroll all the way down to get to the west shuttle every time.
Oh.
You know what I mean? As opposed to having it. Is this using the built-in MapKit framework?
Yeah,
That's my real question. Is this MapKit?
Yeah, this is MapKit. These are what it gives you if you don't give it a specific image or annotation or whatever it is. And the red dots are just if you make them or go on the map, that's what it gives you. So this, making it display the information was pretty easy, but parsing the information to get the information was really where all the work was for this.
So I think with the number one use case for this thing is when is the shuttle getting to where I am next. So I think the blue dot is us, right?
Yeah.
that's right.
So I think it would be good if maybe at the top of the other one, I can't say time. At the top of the times, like it would, take like a third of the screen height, and you could scroll past it, of course. But it would try to guess where you were, which I guess on an iPhone, I don't know when they got GPS.
The 3G.
3G. Yeah. So on everything that's in the iPhone 1, it would be like pretty accurate. I think.
That was something you were gonna.
Yeah, we were planning
tell
on
you when
doing
the shuttle
something
was going
like
to
that.
get where you were, and obviously if you wanted to look at another stop, you could scroll down. But
Yeah, not only that, I was looking into that for the web version, trying to get geolocation via IP address. It's not accurate enough though.
Yeah.
To see exactly which stop you're at.
I think HTML5 has, I know Latitude uses it, like Google Latitude, like to get the location.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works.
It'll ask you if you want to be okay with that. And
Right.
then it'll just
Yeah, that's
work.
what I was actually looking at. But I used it in my room at Bloodman. It told me I was way down.
Yeah, well, it's only
I
gonna
was,
work
like, down the
Because
street.
the
library.
The only
Our
place it's
library.
going to work is on like a mobile phone anyway.
Right.
So
All right.
in that case, you have something better to begin with. So
Maybe experimental feature.
yeah,
We'll find
bad idea.
I believe there's also a precision toggle on that where they'll default to like IP, but I think you might have to explicitly tell it you want to use GPS.
Okay.
I'm not sure on that, but you might want to check that.
All right. Well, yeah, precision. That's what
Good.
Yeah, as a workaround for that, you could still try and guess, but maybe just bring up like a set of guesses. Like instead of trying to pick one, like pick 4 that are reasonable, and then they can just pick one.
Yeah.
But the better way to do it for at least regular use might be to just learn where they catch the bus and then just present those.
Right, like a favorites list.
Yeah, you don't even have to learn. I was going to say just
So,
like
I
let
mean,
them bookmark it.
Like I've only in the last 4 years here, I think I've only caught the shuttle from like 3 different locations on campus. So for me, all of that's really fancy, and I could just select the 3 that I use.
Yeah,
and then
yeah, that's
easy.
the I have a favorites list, but that's definitely a good suggestion.
Thank you.